Okay, and welcome back. Had some issues again, but we've got most of them straightened out now. So on the left side we've got the sentient hippos, and on the right side we've got the jolly llamas. So it's the llamas versus the hippos. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, hippos would definitely wreck a llama, I think, if it went in the water. I mean, those teeth, man. But hey, I'm not about to underestimate a llama. Those look like tricky animals. Something about the way a llama looks at you just creeps me out. So banning right off the bat with the Rise, Fizz, not surprising, and Leona. Got the Morgana ban in there, of course. This wouldn't be League of Legends if you didn't have a Morgana ban. Tristana Wukong. So pretty ordinary bans. We're not seeing wild things like York. I don't know. I thought that was wild when we saw that a few games ago. But all this looks pretty good. Buffalo's not messing around, just insta-pick. Vi locking in, doing it. We got our Warwick coming back, it looks like. He was strong last time. Of course, the whole team was strong. I mean, there's not one person on that team, the Llamas, who was not doing well. That's a scary team. I don't know how the Hippos compare when it comes to ranking, though. I don't know what they're ranked as. I didn't look at that while we were in the other screen loading up. But in their last game, if you remember, Hippos started off behind in their game, and then they were able to come back by probably about mid-game and on. They were able to just take it back, and so that's saying something for them. Now, are they strong enough to take it to the Llamas? I'm not sure. Yeah, this is the semifinals here, and whoever wins this game will go to the finals of our tournament. Dat Lucian Jungle Doe, and then we got an Ari. Okay, so I wonder who's going to be supporting Lucian down on bottom. That's going to be interesting to see. I mean, if it's anything like Thresh, like we saw that last time, that was pretty good. A Gnar? I don't know if he's going to stick with that. I really like Braum and Lucian together. Lucian's passive with that double proc really can trigger Braum's passive really well. It's super strong.
With Braum, you got Jinx and I mean Jinx and Lulu. With Jinx and Rocket, I mean if they utilize the shield right.
Yeah, that's true. So Braum can pull up his shield really well against Jinx. I mean, fighting off that slow of hers. I believe it's her W, right? Her little purple laser thing that slows, gives vision, and also with her ult, it does really well against both of that. And those are two abilities that you can see coming. So Braum is a good pick. I just like Braum in general. He's a champion I really enjoy playing.
He's got a filthy stash.
He does have a filthy stash. So, I don't know about Gnar. I mean, I haven't really been impressed with mini Gnars, to be honest. I've seen really cool plays with Gnars, and I'm not going to say that no one can be good with them, but I haven't seen anyone do like exceptionally well with Gnar myself, though.
He's honestly, I feel like he's one of he has a really, really high skill. I mean, you gotta be paying attention to your passive at all times.
Yeah.
I mean, because if it goes off at the wrong time, I mean, you just gotta be paying attention for team fights and everything. You gotta get ready to come up. As well as, a lot of people they start off building Gnar with damage, but like you really just build tanky, and if you just play right and you use your passive effectively, he can be a threat. I've actually seen some good Gnars, but we'll see how this goes. And
Yeah.
so I was gonna say, I hope that's a joke.
Yeah, it's interesting. You don't see a lot of Nars, I feel, but like you're saying, I think the secret is you got to build tanky, or I mean, don't build him as a straight up tank, but you got to build a more durable, and I think he can
Yeah.
he can be a little more useful. I've seen ADC Nars every once in a while, but I mean, I think that's more common in something like Twisted Tree Line, not so much,
Yeah.
obviously, not in
I mean,
not
really
in
for Nar,
fives.
you need his the Blade of the Ruin King. I mean,
The
once you
Bork.
have once you have that, um, and I'm not sure what it's. I think you get another damage item on him. I'm not sure, but I know after you get Blade of the Ruin King and you build tank, I mean, with his Vayne like passive plus Blade of the Ruin King, it does really well together.
Hmm. Yeah. Uh, got a Captain Planet again playing support seems to be his thing for this tournament, playing Jaina. So that's gonna be cool. So I remember I played a game as Braum not too long ago against a Jaina, and I remember testing out the shield against the tornado,
No,
and
it doesn't block the knockup.
it doesn't block the knockup, but it will block the tornado from penetrating you and going to your teammate behind you. But
Oh, I didn't realize that was a Lulu top. I just saw that.
yeah, we haven't really talked about that yet. But yeah, the Braum shield will block the tornado. But yeah, we have a Lulu top.
I've never seen Lulu against Gnar. I mean, you don't see many Gnars, so you don't see many matches. But I have not seen a Lulu against a Gnar.
Yeah,
So that should be interesting.
yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how Lulu faces up against Nar. I'm
I
gonna be
mean,
watching that pretty close.
Gnar goes to knock up on her, or knock up on her. Goes to jump on her. I mean, she's got her ult. She can utilize that well. I mean, I haven't seen it before. I
That's
figure it's actually I don't know who's in favor right now.
Well, they're both Lulu and Nar, in my opinion, are very. I'm not going to say Nar was designed for tops. I'm not going to say he's unconventional, but he's not played as much. And
Yeah,
Lulu was not designed for top, but she can do it. So in that sense, they're both to me unconventional tops facing each other because they're not very common, from my experience anyway. But I feel like my experiences are very different than the majority. But either way, it's going to be interesting to see how Lulu deals with Nar and vice versa because Nar when he's Nar as
yeah.
in his big form,
Gnar.
yeah, in his Nar form, he's got to make sure that he closes the gap. I think if he's going to do anything special
Yeah,
to Lulu, because Lulu has all that range, and it's going to prove problematic.
yeah. I mean, but the thing is, like, he's got his jump, so I mean, the slows from Lulu's Qs and everything. If he needs to gap close, he can, and if he needs to get away, he can.
Yeah,
Except for Pix. That's the only problem. If Pix is on him, his jump isn't gonna, provide an escape. But we'll see how it goes. I mean, like you said about being conventional. I mean, Lulu started as a support, then went to mid. People play top lane. He's kind of everywhere.
yeah. Okay, so now look at this. We get a chance to see the ranking. So it looks like looks like we got some silver players against some gold players. Now these unranked people, I mean, don't underestimate them. We already saw them in
Yeah.
action. They are
Honestly,
very strong.
unranked doesn't mean anything. To be honest. I mean, sometimes I figure if the person doesn't have a lot of normal games in, like, if you can tell they're kind of newer, but I mean, unranked, I'd rather be, like, scared of an unranked than, like, say, bronze, because you don't know what their skill level is. They could just choose not to play ranked, but they could have potential to be good.
Yeah.
So, you just never know.
Now look at okay, we got our hippos here planning something. They're not spreading out into the map. They're all going as one
Yeah.
and one happy family. They're up to something, and I don't think it's just to defend their red.
Nope.
Of course, they did see in that last game when Lucian got caught off guard here in the tri-bush. They could be waiting here for them to try that trick again. But we
Lulu's
got.
coming down.
Oh, this is
this big
the
guy.
escape artist is gonna have to escape real hard for this.
That's
First blood. Look at that.
Wow,
They're gonna keep going. Vi's gonna keep going. Vi's gonna keep going for
That's
it
flash down, 2 flashes down.
over the wall. That's it.
Okay.
I think that's going to be the end of it, or should be. So 2 flashes down for the red team, and they gave away first blood. And
That was.
let's look at this. Summoners spent on the Hippo side. All they spent was 1 ignite, and the Llamas spent 2 flashes, and they lost a team. So I would say Hippos. Good job to them.
Yeah, that was.
That was
Good
really
strat.
cool to see. Yeah, and it's definitely I think what happened there is absolutely they watched this last game and they saw what happened last time in this tri-bush when Lucian was in
Yeah.
there
I remember.
by and well there was a Lulu in there and or I forget what their team was, but 2 bots were down there and Lucian walked in there by himself, and so they saw
Yeah,
that.
so they figured that they
Yeah.
were gonna go back in.
Yeah, they learned. So they learned from watching the stream to, hey, we should do this, and it really paid off. That was cool to see. And you know, even though they're not ranked as high as these guys, the Llamas, I mean, it really comes down to knowing who you're playing against, being able to strategize in that manner. That was cool.
I've learned over time that just like.
Jeez. Yeah, they're gonna be able to do it.
Well, I don't know. They had.
That tornado.
That's gonna give Jinx, no? Yeah, that's.
Lucian's.
Oh!
Whoa! Jaina saved herself from that predicament by launching off that tornado, but she turned around to try and save Jinx a little bit, and I don't know. So that was 1 for 1 down, or was it? No, it was 1 for 1.
Lucian did get that kill.
Yeah, Lucian.
I honestly thought Braum did when he shot his Q.
Yeah, no. So Lucian has 2 kills already, and he died once. Jinx has got 1.
He's coming back to play a ward and a longsword. I mean, that's already a bit more AD.
Now, I didn't talk about this at all. This Ahri versus Lissandra. Obviously, Ahri's going to be a lot more nimble, and Ahri's going to be able to have, the jukes. But I wouldn't underestimate Chad in this case, who is El Caliber or something. I don't know. I wouldn't estimate this Lissandra, who's being played by Chad, because Chad is really good with his jukes with Lissandra. He knows when to shoot out those claws and when to actually go for the activation again and when to just leave it alone. And he's really good with dodging things with that.
His ult definitely has an advantage too, because I mean, Ahri, it goes both ways. Ahri goes in to try to, with her ult to try to catch up with him. He can hold her and teleport away. If she
Yeah.
tries to get away,
And here comes a gank. Nice hop. Nice hop.
it's gonna get a bit poked off.
Yep.
'Cause, Warwick has, has no gap closers until he's 6. So.
Yeah, that's true. Warwick doesn't have any gap closers until he gets to level 6. So it's going to be really easy to poke at him.
Nar's hitting those Qs. I think that's his Q. His Q.
The boomerang, I believe, is his Q. Let's look at that. Yeah, it's his Q.
Yeah.
It's his Q. I haven't played Nar much, so I don't really know, but I know
played
that
him
much.
once. I couldn't play him.
Yeah, he's I'm not gonna say, he's a harder champ to play. Launching up a tornado, doing that in the bush, so it's harder to predict it's coming. Do they see this
They got a bot.
gank coming in? Yeah, I think they saw it coming in though.
Yeah. Ooh.
The escape artist does it again. Little Houdini over here, escaping from that. Sorry we missed the last half of that. The auto cam kind of jerked us around again, but that was close, to say the least.
Braum's hitting those Qs.
Yeah, Brahm's doing a nice job landing his Qs. He's setting up for good stuns, and of course Lucian can just dash in. He's got his passive up to do the double shot, and the stuns come off really nice. And that's why I really like the Braum Lucian combo. I think it works really well, really synergizes. Lulu calling her MIAs, which is good. You can see. Yeah, Jaina is so
Yeah, she might. Yeah.
she leveled up, which gave her a little bit of mana there, but still not enough to really stay in the lane, I don't think.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's going to safer.
Well, I guess she will stay, huh?
Oh,
Nope.
no, never mind.
She can't make up her
She's
mind.
back enough to
What we got going on right over here?
Wow.
You know that
Take off the flash.
he had a flash because one more turret shot would have done it. He had no mana.
Yeah.
I think obviously he had mana going into that, but I guess he just didn't estimate it right. Getting charmed too and ulting in there, it's hard stuff.
You know, right? At this point, it's just showing you that you can't really base all the rank. We saw the Hippos playing their last game. They played well. So,
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, so I know it's hard to hear the other commentator just because our mic system's really bad, so I'm trying to like reiterate a lot of what he says so you can understand both sides of what we're saying here. But what we're talking about is you can't base everything off rank. Like we know that when we compare the hippos to the llamas, the hippos really just do not compare in rank at all. But that doesn't mean that the hippos can't win. That doesn't mean the hippos can't out-strategize. Doesn't mean that they can't have sick plays in a team fight or something. Obviously, I would give the advantage to the llamas, given their team synergy, given how much they play together, given they're higher ranked. I mean, there's something going on there to give them more quote skill. But
yeah,
at the end of the day, it's who can really outsmart the other. There we go. Alright, 3 on top now, which really opens up the door for mid Ahri, but she better not get too cocky because top is going to come back down. One more shot on that Jaina can stun. It's too far to hit. Lulu really pushing it on Gnar here. And with that range, I mean, Gnar has some range too, you know, sometimes that is. But I really would give the advantage to the Lulu here. And coming in a corner up, this Gnar, he might transform right here, which, nope, not in time, not in time. And that ult on the Warwick helps him out tank that turret shot, so he's able to get out of there. That's just too bad for Gnar getting ganked. I think what happened is there was that 3 top, and then when they backed off, he felt pretty safe. Got a Brahmo, which that was a kill. Maybe a double if they get the stun. Just one more shot for that stun. Does not get off. 4 coming in bottom. Whoa! Ahri getting out of there with that 7 hit points when that hit. That was. You gotta just run home. I wouldn't even try to recall. I mean, she's safe to recall, but I don't know. When I play this game, I just run home with that. That's scary. That was crazy. Not expecting that ult from Jinx. I was not expecting that. It just came out of the screen, blew her up. That was a good play by Jinx for sure. So if we look at this, we got 3-3, no turrets down. Hippos are really, they're holding their own against the llamas. They're doing a good job. I'm not going to count them out of this, especially out of that last game we saw where they were, of course, I've already said it before, but when they were down, they were able to flip things around. So even if the llamas had a substantial lead, I still wouldn't quite give it to them because I think the Hippos to me seem to be a team that learns as they go really well. Like learning about the team they're playing, and they adjust their strategy accordingly. When they watch teams, obviously, as we saw on the stream, they'll adjust their play style. So they really are these like adaptive teams. So it's going to be really cool to see how this shapes up when we get to the mid game, once the laning phase ends, once these guys start going at it. Haven't really seen. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want to say that without checking up on this. What are we at? With okay, so we haven't really seen a lot happen with mid between these two as far as a kill yet. Ahri got a kill, but that was down on bottom. Wasn't here in the lane because Lissandra hasn't died yet. But we had some close calls. What's going on? Okay, dude, wouldn't that be just sick to be able to channel up a tornado, or to turn into a monster and throw a house around? I mean. I think that'd be cool. Alright. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that is. That's after.
Oh, okay. so we got this river warded nice, and they got the bush behind the dragon warded, which is what you want when you're going to take the dragon, of course. They put that there, so I thought maybe they're going to go in. Llamas were going to go in for that dragon, but I think they got another ward being shot down too. So they're thinking about it. They got it.
They got the pink.
They got the pink ward set up. They got all these wards. They want to take this dragon, I think, which is why Warwick's hanging around. He's probably chatting to the team, asking for more assistance. So they're going to go for it. So good job by Team Medme. Well, I don't know. I'm sorry, Vi. Can't say your name. Putting that ward down. So that hippos are going to see this. I don't think they can get there in time, but they. I don't think she shouldn't try to queue it, not until her team makes it get there. Llamas get the. Yeah, it's not good. Don't. Now they're gonna just pick them off one by one. The hippos. Hippos need to just forget this. Yeah, that's too bad. If more of their team was together, they could have tried something, but they kind of went in one at a time, and Vi was really eager to stop them, and she's the one who put the ward down. She knew what was happening, but I guess the hippos are going to try to capitalize on this by pushing bottom lane, but they lost their mid lane from that, and I don't think they're going to get this with Jaina here being able to do that CC, clear some minions. Now you've got Llamas coming down here to do the gank on bottom. I don't think this is going to end well for them if they don't start pulling out.
Oh. They still have tower though, so.
It's true. The hippos bottom anyway has their turret. They lost their mid, so that was the first turret taken of the game. So it's not too bad yet. Yeah, good job, Rom. Nice job with that Q. Okay. But Hippo's definitely, I mean, doing a lot better than our last team that we saw go against these guys. So I think they still have a chance here. Or I'm talking as if they're really far behind. They're not. They're doing pretty good.
Show them what's happening. There's only a 2,000 gold lead.
Yeah, it's true. See, like, there's only.
I'm sure they lost the guy who took care of it.
Yeah.
You would call it game. Teams come back from like, even 10,000. You just gotta solve those little things that.
Yeah, so the Hippos are only down by 2K, and they've got 1-for-1 turret so far, so they're doing pretty good. They're doing pretty good. I think they can win this, honestly.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's those small things.
Yeah,
Like,
small things that count.
small mistakes. You just gotta. I mean, the small mistakes add up, and if you're just making the right things a little bit at a time, and the enemy team ends up making those small mistakes, it's just gonna. It just turns the tide.
Looks like Ari might be going for an Abysmal Scepter. I'm not sure what she's building. That could be it. That's pretty strong on her, especially when she gets close.
She's not exactly hits, usually you go.
Nice tornado. Yeah, it would be great if Ari went Deathfire, but I'm not an Ari player. I don't know a lot about her. Here comes Vi for the gank. I think she can do a good job too. I think Lulu's got her ult, but she's gonna. Nice bush juke. That flash. She does.
Ari went up for the game.
Nice ult on Warwick to try and. Oh my gosh! Okay, I was gonna say that was crazy. She got away from that. Not quite. Gnar hopping away after doing some CC to peel off for Vi because Vi got in some
Warwick's
danger.
got his.
I don't think Warwick can do much. Lulu almost got out of there though. She had that little shield, but she couldn't quite make it. That was a nice juke though by Lulu in the bushes that we saw from her flash. That was a classic move. Really cool to see that. Nice ult there, picking off those minions, cowboy style. Okay, Vi got her own blue. I thought maybe that was Warwick stealing that for a second. Look at this double pink in the river. That's pretty deadly, right? They know when that. When they yeah. They're doing a good job trying to control that dragon, and I think they'll get the next one as long as they keep warding it like that. And you saw last time, Hippos did not have a ward in dragon until, well, right before Llamas went straight for it. So that was good.
I mean, they were already. One was in lane, Vi was near mid lane.
Yeah. So good sense by them to detect when they would go for it, but ultimately they need some wards. They need some wards in that river so they know when the Llamas are going to go for that. Because Llamas really like to go for dragons. They just... You would think Hippos would because it's in the river and everything. That's not how it works, guys. So they're congregating. They're thinking about it. They know it's about to come up. Already got caught out. Dude, that double stun, that's tough. First getting stunned by Warwick, then getting that Lissandra ult. There's nothing you can do there. You just take your hands off your computer and watch as it happens and just shake your head. Lulu does not have a turret to run back to, so this is going to be a little harder from the CC. But she does have damage.
He's taking minion damage.
Gnar's not going to stay Gnar forever. Yeah.
He has to get his jumps soon.
Gnar has to jump soon. Got it. Nice escape. Nice escape. Got that jump just in time. On the cooldown. I really like to see a ward here from Hippos. That'd be great. Because he has Llamas. They're going to do this as soon as they see an opportunity. This pink ward only has one more hit point on it. Sad whoever didn't finish that one off. Probably got distracted. There it is.
I think it was Ari actually when she was going to clear.
Yeah, it might have been Ari when she got caught out. Good job, Braum. What's your name? Jake Strangle 99. That's 99 strangles to Jake, or that's Jake's strangling 99 times. I'm not quite sure. Gonna get.
They got the rocket clear.
All right, didn't quite get that tower. Almost though. But no, good.
Oh, it's a triple.
What's up?
We got 4 people bot now.
That's true. We're getting 4 people going to bot lane here. And we're going to be contesting over this dragon here real soon, like right now.
Lucian is doing right now, so he can't really do much.
Yeah, Lucian does not have a lot of mana. He can't just go crazy on this team fight here. He's got to. He just used his W. I don't think I agree with that. You got to save that. Got the old snipe. Yeah, Lucian can't fight this with them. Gnar has no hit points. I don't see this going well for the Hippos. Yeah, that's true. Vi left with nothing. So, yeah, I think they needed to really communicate that a lot better to say, hey, Lucian, or if you are Lucian, say, hey guys, I don't got a lot of mana, I can't engage this. But, you know, they know they're going for the dragon, so what are you going to do?
I mean, at that point, it's better just to let them take the next dragon and just do what you can to catch up, but, like, it's not worth just trying to fight for it when you know that Lucian he's really relying on his mana. See, if he's got the mana, he's got, I mean, it is his passive that he uses his skill to get the double shot.
Yeah, the passive on Lucian is what gives him the double shot, which is what comes through the cost of mana. So not even his basic attacks are as strong as they could be without his mana, in a sense. You know, you need your mana to really capitalize on Lucian. Because, you know, he's obviously his auto attacks can be strong, but that's not his bread and butter. That's not what he relies on like other ADCs do. He's really got to rely on those abilities. If he's got no mana, it's just not going to work out well for him. So I think what would have been best in that situation is like, hey guys, I can't fight this. You're essentially going to be fighting a 4v5 because I've got no mana. It's better to just let the dragon go than to let them have dragon along plus 3-4 kills. I think they got a triple kill. Oh, they got a quadra kill, that's right. Well, it wasn't a quadra kill, but it was 4 people that died, yeah. Warwick trying to hit Braum there, but Braum is just tough as nails. He doesn't really care, just waltzes away with his, what has he got, just a boot, right? Yep, just a boot. Yeah, and look at these wards that we got here for Llamas. It's, again, this very offensive warding. They know what the enemy team is doing in their own jungle. and that's what's really deadly. Just to answer some people's questions, this is a best of 3, so the winner of this match does not automatically just go to the finals, but they'll have to play another game after that point. Look at that! Look at that! Oh my gosh, that Lissandra coming in, stealing that blue and then killing off.
And you never know. I mean, like, this game is kind of...
Ooh! Yeah, it's... Yeah, that was good. While this is going on, Lucian is getting the mid turret. Oh, they can pull out of there. They should just cut their losses and cut out. I don't agree with that ult. Well, okay. I stand corrected. That was a good ult. I nice job. Yeah. Yeah, Jinx got hit by the turret a few times, and then Vi went in for the ult to keep her under the turret aggro for a little longer, and that paid off really well. It was really quick thinking, really good reflexes by Vi. That was really well done. Meantime, I really like Lucian, what he did. He took out the middle turret here during the middle of all that. And I mean, obviously he knows... Yeah, there would be no point in going back to try and help the team in that situation. I mean, by the time you got there, your team would be dead, or the battle would have moved on without you, and they could turn around.
If there's 4 top, you gotta just push other unless they're actually pushing into your base. But how Ari and Vi played that out, it secured their base.
Yeah, and I like what Lucian was doing too to take that turret down. He was shooting off an ability just in the air, so his passive would proc to get those double shots and taking down that turret quicker. So he knew what he was doing there for sure. Good job on him. And again, we see all these offensive turrets. They're turrets. All turrets are pretty offensive, actually. I mean to say it. Offensive awards. Sorry, what was that?
You still get Triforce and Lucian.
Yeah, getting a do you mean getting an Infinity Edge or getting a Triforce?
I mean, the Triforce is passive.
The Triforce on Lucian, I think, is really good, especially with the passive. Yeah, because especially with the passive, being able to speed up after every shot, getting that double shot in, it really stacks up really nice. He's able to take towers down. Just does a lot of things. I really like the Triforce item in general. I'll build it on anybody. No, seriously, I'll build it on everybody. Ziggs, yep, I'll build it on Ziggs. His autos are incredible, yeah. I build it on Braum. Build it on Jaina. And Ari with the red buff over here, she must have killed someone for that. Or stolen it, I'm not sure what happened there. So, yeah, maybe she just wants to slow people through auto attacks, could be. We got double red buffs for the hippos. Nice dodge of that tornado through all of them. Yeah, if Ari can get a good charm off, that would be a cool initiate.
Well, they're backing off turret now, so I mean, they know they can't really take that out.
Yeah, all the wards in the game exist right here in the hippos jungle, so they know. Everyone knows everything about this jungle right now. It's just a dangerous place to be. And top is just really naked and barren. Not barren, but you know, barren. Going for the third dragon. I think they're gonna get it too. You know, and you know Lucian, he's got mana now, but it's they just can't engage well on that. It's too late. That was a nice juke. They really want. Llamas really want to go in team fight. They're asking for the team fight with this. And they're just nice shot. Wow, good double kill. And Nars just...
Nars gonna get away. He has his jump.
Yeah, Nars probably going to get away. He's got some good jumps, but I don't know if you should run that way, though. He's good.
He knows the safe route.
Yeah, he's just going that way, I guess. He's fine. Jaina, on the other hand,
No, she's got her.
she's got her shield. Oh, what that is. Now we're having a hard time recalling. He was recalling, then got interrupted. And started getting. Yeah. Hippo's losing their bottom turret at this point now. These two can just go to town on this turret. It's not long for this world. Until these four come up, I guess, huh? I thought they were being distracted from this, because now these guys can push. It's just really tough. Tough on the Hippos. I mean, they go down, and someone comes mid, they go mid, someone comes down. So they're going to be playing that little game. Oh, Jaina. Jaina's Gonzo. Shut down, too, of all things. Can you believe that?
Exactly.
That's not the best place to be recalling, though. So Jaina got on a killing spree, I guess, to be able to get shut down. That was interesting. Jaina's got more kills than the Lulu top. So Hippos are, I think, have figured out what's going on too. They're warding their own jungle here really well at the bottom, if you see that. They've got a lot of wards. They're down by 3 turrets, so the the llamas have knocked over double the amount of turrets. But I mean, the Hippos are not losing it as bad as we saw this last team. So, and I'm still not going to count them out of this. I think they still have a chance. I think they know what they're doing. I just don't know if they're doing it well. It's Baron. Hippo's coming up though. Nice job. Nice hop. They're able to get out of there. So I think the llamas want to just try and take this all the way. I mean, they got the Baron. Now they're pulling all mid.
I feel like they'll be able to die. Ari goes for
It's nice, nice. They won a team fight. They really won a team fight because they feel really confident that they could win it.
I feel like Morgan's gonna hold Ari because once Ari's out of the way.
Got a Vi just chilling in the bush down here. I think she's looking to do a... I think she's waiting for there to be a team fight and then come in from the side. Not sure exactly what this is. Yeah, if Hippos are gonna pick a fight, you definitely want them to come right here to your base. But you know, playing this could be it. Hippos could capitalize right here. They could win this team fight. Yeah, they're doing it right. There you go. Ari does not have any more dashes. This Warwick though. Yeah, I think Warwick is going to be okay. Or not. That was cool. That was really cool, Vi. That was really cool. That flash Q. That was really neat to see. I was not expecting that at all. I didn't even think you could do that. Well, I mean, I know you can, you know, flash and Q, but I guess I just didn't think that you could do it that quick. Yeah, it was really impressive. She was able to get it at the highest range, and that was cool. That's what they have to keep doing, man, just right there. And that's what I was talking about in their last game when they were trying to find a way to come back. You just got to pick your fights. You got to see when they're out of place. You got to ward your own jungle. It's getting dark over here now. I mean, most of the wards are now moving on the Baron side, but just got to pick your fights. And when it's time to go in, you just got to go in and get out.
Like I said before, it's those small things. Small things that add up.
Yeah, all the little small things will add up.
I mean, the death timers are going to start getting really high, and if they keep picking them off like that, taking advantage and getting those turrets after when they have the advantage 5 to
Yeah, you know, llamas are really good at scanning their own jungle. I mean, look at their team. They got one, two, three,
I
four
think that
scanners on their team, and then on the other team for hippos, we got
exactly that's it.
four
Usually
trinkets for the
you can get
wards.
four triple wards.
So the llamas are really good at being defensive with their own jungle and with clearing out the other jungle. They're just waiting for the dragon to appear. Oh my gosh,
They have
this dragon doesn't stand a chance. He's like,
and
I feel sorry for that dragon. He's like, it's good to be alive. Oh man,
I feel like they're already so secure with their warding that they can take force wards because they know that they're gonna end up getting them.
it's true. They can be really good with their. They already have enough wards that they can put down, so they can scan.
This too. Can I switch out with the 100?
Blue taking their blue hippos, and I think they're finally able to take their blue really comfortably there. That was nice of them. Really good.
Never mind. It's not 100 feet. I don't even know how many feet this is. Division? Division is.
Alright, sorry about that. Got a little distracted. So good job with Braum making use of his scanner. I mean, Braum is the only one with a scanner on his team, so he should use that every time it comes off cooldown, honestly, especially with how many wards are in his jungle. And he should know how many wards are in his jungle from watching the last game that the Llamas played. It's looking the same. The offensive wards are just everywhere, so you just assume that if there's a bush in the jungle, scan it. If I was the hippos, I would really pay attention to that to see how many scanners are on the other team and be like, hey, maybe we should have an answer for that and start scanning ourselves. But you know, those are really subtle things to look for. You don't always notice it. I probably wouldn't notice it, honestly. Lots of pinging going around Baron. They're looking it's going to come up soon, and they want to do something about it. Gnar teleporting down here just in time. That was really clean. Now, Llamas are like, where'd he go? I know he's somewhere around here, but they can't find him. They don't know he teleported away. Expecting probably a recall, but they must know that's not what happened there. So many wards. I feel sorry for Ari. There's just nothing you can do there. Team fight breaking out, and again, the Hippos, this is just not a good engagement for them. I think they should just back out. Nice shot by Jinx. Jinx just nails those every single time. Even when she doesn't kill someone, she at least hits them. That's really hard to do. Of course, I wouldn't say it's too hard. I mean, if you have vision of the entire jungle, you can basically see where this person's running the whole time. This might be the end for the Hippos. Vi gonna barely get away, dodging that cork. But I don't think she can take I don't think she can take out all these people. Just look at this vision for the Llamas. This is everything they see. It's just scary. It's scary to see so many wards when it comes to trinkets, everybody has a scanner. I've never seen anything like that. That's crazy. Good job to the Llamas. So this is a best of 3, which means Hippos still have a chance to come back. They are not out of this yet. give us a second while we set up some more things and see if we can get um, some technical difficulties worked out with our mics. And we'll see you in just a few minutes.